Namaste everyone. Today I'm going to discuss few questions of case studies for class 10th. So the first question is Salvi wants to organize her birthday party. She was happy on her birthday and she is very health conscious. Thus she decided to serve fruit only. She has 36 apples. Let us note down the information. What is given? She has 36 apples. And second thing is 60 bananas. Bananas are 60. Then at home and decided to serve them. She wants to distribute fruits among the guests. She does not want to discriminate among guests. So she decided to distribute them equally. So she wants to distribute 36 apples and 60 bananas equally. Now let us see the questions. The first question is how many maximum guests Salvi can invite? So, maximum guests will be the number which can divide both 36 and 60. The maximum number, the highest number. So, this will be HCF of 36 and 60. So, how to solve it now? Let us use continued division method. HCF of 36 and 60 will be 12. The maximum guest she can invite is 12. Now, among 12 guests, she can divide 36 apples and 60 bananas equally. Then, next is how many apples and bananas will each guest get? So apples are 36 and each guest is going to get 36 divided by 12 is the total number of guests. So each guest is going to get equals to 12 3s are 36, that is 3 apples. And bananas will be 60 are total bananas and 12 are the guests. So 12 5s are 60, each one will be getting 5 bananas. Then the next one is shall we decide to add 42 mangoes? Now here the third thing is also added, that is 42 mangoes. Now you have 36 apples, 60 bananas and 42 mangoes. In case how many maximum guests she can invite? Now 42 mangoes are also there and she want to divide them equally. So how many guests she can invite? So this will be equals to HCF of 36, 42 and 60, and the HCF of 36, 42 and 60 will be 6. Now maximum guests she can invite is equals to 6. Then the fourth question is how many total fruits each guest will get? Now you have 42 mangoes also. So each guest will be getting 36 divided by 6 will be equals to 6 is the HCF. So 36 divided by 6 will be equals to 6 apples. Then 42 divided by 6 will be equals to 7 mangoes. Then 60 divided by 6 equals to 10 bananas. Then the last one is if Sanvi decide to add 3 more mangoes. Now what she decide? She decide to add 3 mangoes, and the total mangoes will become 45. And instead of 6 apples, so here she is going to reduce 6 apples, so total apples become 36 minus 6, which is equals to 30. Means now we have 30 apples. And bananas are same. Then the question is, in this case, how many maximum guests she can invite? So now the numbers are 30, 45 and 60. And we have to find out HCF, highest common factor of 30, 45 and 60 to find maximum number of guests now. So this will be equals to HCF of 30, 45 and 60 will be equals to 15. So maximum number of guests you can invite equals to 15. So this was your first case study. Let us see the next case study. That is, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium is conducting the annual sports competition soon. The curator of the stadium is tasked to figuring out the dimensions for carving out some areas allotted for a hockey court and a shooting range, as shown in the figure. So we have a circular stadium. What information is given about it? That the shape of hockey court and shooting range are square and triangle respectively, and both courts have a common corner that touches the center of the stadium. So we have a triangle here. If O is the center, here we have a square. The square is a hockey court. The triangle is a shooting range. Now what we have to find out? The radius of stadium is equals to 200 meters. And the angle at the center made by the triangle is equals to 90 degrees. So now let us see the questions. And the first question is, what is the area allotted for shooting range? So we know that it is a right angle triangle OAB, in which OA and OB both are equals to 200 meters. Then you can take one of these as perpendicular and another as base. So area of triangle OAB will be equals to half into base into perpendicular, which is equals to half into base is 200 and perpendicular is also 200. Now 2 ones are 2. This is equals to 20,000 meters square. This is the area allotted for the shooting range. Then next question is, what is the area allotted for the hockey court? So the second one is area of, if hockey court is OPQR. Now see, its diagonal will be equals to the radius of the circle. So we have two formulas here. Area of OPRQ will be equals to, we know the diagonals of square are equal. We know that OQ equals to PR and both are given equals to 200 meters. So we can use the area of rhombus here, that is half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. which is equals to half into diagonal 1 is 200 into 200, which is equals to 20,000 meter square. The next question is, if the team of curators managing the stadium like allot space for some more sports, how much area is available to them? So two spaces they allotted. One is the triangle and another one is the square. So what is the remaining area? So remaining area will be equals to area of circle minus area of both stadiums, that is area of triangle OAB plus area of OPQR. Now, how much will be the area? We know that the area of circle is pi r square, that is pi into 200 square minus this is 20,000 meter square, and area of OPQR is also 20,000 meter square. So this will be equals to 200 square is 40,000 pi meter square minus 40,000, which is equals to 40,000 is common. Inside we have 3.14 is pi minus 1, which is equals to 40,000 into 2.14. So the remaining area will be equals to 85,600 meter square. Part number 4 is, if the boundaries of the hockey court and shooting range are to be fenced, then what is the required length of the fence? Now we have to fence them. We have to fence their boundary, shooting range as well as the square. So first of all, we do not have the side of square in a triangle OPR. We know that PR square is equals to OP square plus OR square. So OP and OR are the sides of square, so we know that these are equal. OP is equals to OR, and let us take them equals to X. So PR we know that it is 200. 200 square is equals to X square plus X square. So 200 square is 40,000 is equals to 2x square, and from here x square will be 40,000 upon 2, and x will be equals to square root of, so here 2 2s are 4, 20,000 square root of 20,000, this will be equals to 100 square root 2 meter. In a triangle OAB also, we have to find out the length of AB. So here also we know that OA square plus OB square is equals to AB square. So OA square is 200 square plus OB square is also 200 square. This is equal to AB square, and this will be equals to AB square will be equals to 2 into 200 square. 2 times it is So AB will be square root of 2 into 200 square. So this will be 200 square root 2 meter. Now we have to find out the total length of boundary. So total length of boundary will be equals to length of perimeter of triangle OAB as well as perimeter of OPQR. This will be equals to, now perimeter of OAB will be 200, sum of sides, that is 200 plus 200 plus 200 square root 2, and perimeter of square will be 4 into the side of square is 100 square root 2, it is 4 into side, so 4 into 100 square root 2. This will be equals to 400 plus 200 square root 2 plus 4 into 100, 400 square root 2, and will be equals to 400 plus 200 plus 400, 600, so it is 400 plus 600 square root 2. So this will be equals to, you can see 200 is common, and inside we have 200 2s are 400 plus 200 3s are 600 square root 2 as it is. This is the total length of boundary. The last question is, if the cost of fencing is rupees 6 per meter, what is the cost of fencing? So last question is, cost of fencing is equals to rupees 6 per meter. So total cost will be 200 into 2 plus 3 square root 2 multiplied by 6. So multiply these two numbers only, it is 1200 whole multiplied by 2 plus 3 square root 2 rupees is the answer. Thank you and have a nice day.